在澳洲呢，生活了2年，给我最大的感触是什么呢？就是说，和我最开始是觉得差别蛮大的，就是从一个传统的东方社会到一个西方社会，嗯，语言习俗，嗯，举个例子啊，我第一次去看呢，就是牛奶特别便宜，水呢比牛奶还要贵。牛奶呢1块钱能够买1公升，但是水呢得2块钱才能买1公升。这个给我的最大的印象是什么呢？就是说，我们过去的某一种认知啊，不管怎么样啊，它可能是只是一个角度，因为我们理解的水很普通，对吧？它应该比牛奶要便宜。牛奶是这个啊、奶牛吃了草经过奶农的这个精心的养育才有的。但是为什么牛奶又会比水便宜呢？这个我想从2方面来说吧。第一，牛奶它因为那个规模化生产之后你基本上一个人你可以照看上千只牛，这样子带来什么结果呢？就是说你不用人工去挤奶，全自动化的去挤奶，然后全自动化的这个喂草割草、喂草，然后全自动化的啊、养育的，他们嗯叫做 dairy, industry. Dairy industry become very advanced and professional, and then very high effective. So what's the effect? The effect is few people can make large production of the milk product. So it would lower the cost and the price of dairy milk. But in the contrary, in China, in some, um, the intensity, intensity, intensity land area, you can't find a lot of land to feed um, cow and beef. So you have no those um automotive or the automotive machine to manage your production factory, to manage your farmer. So the result is you can't improve your productivity and your efficiency, and that make you production small amount dairy milk, and that you can't improve your proficiency and the effective. So you have the customer have to pay the high price to purchase your products to purchase your dairy products. So that's why in Australia the dairy products become more and more much cheaper than the water. So the first reason is about the efficiency in theory in dairy industry. The second reason is about the mineral water industry. We can compare with the two industry competitively uh, in China and Australia. In China, the water is kind of from the natural river and mm, and um, exposed in the water factory to do some um, um, manufacture, and then would be like pour into the bottle and then deliver to the supermarket and the retail shops, and the custom can get it from the shopper. But in the contrary, in Australia, the water is very high standard. All the water need to be mineral. So we always say China make pru- filtered water, but in Australia make produce the mineral water. So that's the very big difference. In the third reason, we want to discuss about the um, the how to say it. So I think the main reason is about the difference between these two industry in two compatible area. So that's the first thing I want to share with you guys. The second thing is about um, I found the labor labor cost is very high. Everything, if you do it by yourself, you would um, get at no cost. But if you get it from some labor job, and the price will double as the previous rate. Right. So if you go to restaurants, you order some food, the price would be much expensive than you go to get them directly from the supermarket. So that's what I want to share with you about the price of the labor worker. So usually, the labor can get as much as $20 per hour rate, um, which is the legal standard. That is much higher than China. Even if you compare with the China hospitality industry, you would find that um, the wage is even three times as China's the peer. So here I want to share with you the third thing. The third thing is about the um, um, is about the culture. Um, in most cases, um, Australia has large land and has few person. So most of them would be very kindly and um, in the public areas, people have highly matter about the um, how to say it's very good manner in the public area. In the public area, they would speak in low voice, and they would tend to act um, very kindly. They would they would tell you if you drive, they would tell you um, they would uh, make you faster to go, and secondly, they would very kindly to help you if you lose your thing in the public area like um, a tree or bus. normally you can find it, you can get it back again, get it back again. Um, as long as yeah, you call the lost property officer, and then you go directly to the office. You would find you lost the property. So that's what I want to share with you. So in most cases, they're very kind to the um, student in the road, to the people, to the traveler, to the tourist. So if you want to, if you want to have some good trip outside of China, I recommend Australia is a good idea. So the fourth thing I want to share with you is about the food. In Australia, in most cases, um, you would find the food from all over the world. And in most cases, you would find the sushi, Turkish food, Lebanese food, and the Mexico food. You will find it much cheaper than you get it from China. And what's the reason? In my opinion, I think in China, maybe you think sushi, Korean barbecue, um, uh, Turkish food is all foreign food. So you would need to um, train the cooker and the chef in specially, and you need to um, high cost to um, afford you a restaurant, and you need to um, extra cost to support your restaurant. But in Australia, all the food is the same. They take all the food as the same standard. So that's the reason why Australian ate the food from all over the world, but they have no preference. At the first, I think maybe, oh, Chinese food, proud of Chinese food. Maybe the people all over the world would like the Chinese food most, but that's not the fact. In most cases, Chinese food is just like special festival choice for the most daily choice. They would choose to go to Turkish and um, Mexico and some like Spanish, Italian restaurant. So in this case, I think it changed me the kind of opinion about to the Chinese food to ourselves. Or we always think Chinese food, Chinese cuisine is uh, you know it's one most wonderful in this world, but that's not a fact. It only exists in our mind. So that's what we need to change. We need to change our mind. Maybe sometimes take we are proud, we are um, we are a lot humble, we are too um, aggressive. So that's the fact. That's the fact. Interesting is about the relationship between among different persons. Even in the same family, the parents and the children treat each other quite cruelly. What did that mean? It means like you didn't need to call your parents any special name. You just call them their name. So no father, no mother, only in your childhood, you need to call them uncle, father. But in China, the name between relatives is quite complicated. You need to um you know cousin, uncle, um grandfather-in-law is quite different, especially in your spoken language. Um, but in Australia, you just call them their name. So you didn't need to call them any special name. So that's what I want. So what can we learn from this case? I think it's probably due to the Christian culture, because everybody would treat, yeah, each other equally, regardless of the age, race, color, and the housing, and even the social status, like the um, maybe it has nothing to do with money, with your salary, with your status. It's only because of you are sinner in God's kingdom, and we are all equal brothers and sisters in God's kingdom. So that's a good achievement, when a good um, finding in my trip to Australia. I think it's quite um, um, special and useful to me. But I think the sixth thing is also also very interesting. Which I think would um, interest you. Um, it's I remember one day in my in my travel around the city, I just found everybody's like very chill, and especially in the CBD, everybody um dressing the suits, and it's were like officially in the tall building, tall office. I just like travel tourist. I walk around the city, but we are live in harmony with each other in the same area, in the same space. So that's make me think about the similar situation in China. I think in most cases we are too um, close to we are in compose our service in some inland area, and we can't, this is CBD, this is the um, high level industry, and this is the low level industry, which like um, massage area, and um, like restaurant, and labor work, and the other area is financial area, in information technology area. So that's quite different. We we make some conflict, and um, intentionally, and we make some conflict that which it would do harm to each side. But in Australia, we just live with each other quite calmly. So in this case, I think what's important in this situation, in this case, is we need to think think of the other side. We need to considerable uh, in the different level in this society, because we are share this area and this space, including water, river, all the natural resources with each other. So we can't just be isolated with others and live in our own area. We need to be aware of how we are part of this society and we're part of our area. The ninth point, what I want to share with you is we need more encouragement, because in Eastern culture we tend to blame each other and we try to give much pressure and the we thought it's motivation, but it actually is a harm to the object. It really harm their spiritual and psychologically um, state in the way we can't. So here I want to share with you how we need to behave once we travel around, once we have some experience in Western area. I think we need to combine them together. We need inherit our humble, our kindness, our family from the ancient Chinese tradition. At the same time, we need to absorb those good sides in Western culture. Like we need to admit each other's value. We need to encouragement. We need um, some public areas like community to live to interact with the society, not only in the way of personal but also in a group. We need to interactive. We need to include relative with this society, and we need to show our opinion. Um, we don't need to hide our opinion over time, but we need to um, constructively discuss and even debate with different opinion, and that's very important because a lot of times we are too personal. We can't cooperate with each other um, effectively. So I think community life is quite important to uh, put a put a word Chinese Eastern tradition. So in this point, I think I want to share with you is about the tradition between the uh, Chinese culture and the Western culture. So here today, it's my first time to do some live show. I share with you 9 points about the comparison between Chinese culture and the Western culture. So next time I will continue on share with you more uh, about my life in Australia. I hope you can get some useful information from my sharing, and I appreciate you listen and your attention and you my live show. Thank you very much and see you next time. hope we can make more communication about the different lifestyle and just like encourage more people, inspire more people to improve themselves and China need more fresh air, and we need to be humble and uh, absorb some useful lifestyle. And that's what my inspire me to do some live show and write some blog, do some live sharing. Mm, is my motivation and is my passion. I think it's very useful to the community where I was born and grew up. So here I want to share more and more next time. Okay, see you. Bye.